Hello everyone, Jack Getchman here from Scootertrix Studios, and I am back to do the commentary for episode 5 of Scootertrix the Abridged. So let's begin. Episode 5. Yeah, I remember being really excited to do this episode, because I had a lot of different sketches and stuff going into it. I don't. Oh yeah, and the editor. The editor was in. This was supposed to be the editor's big debut.
Well, that's because I'm not.
Instead of episode 3.
Whoa, what is that? It's nothing.
Yeah.
Are those the words of some
To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of doing stuff for the editor. Like, cause I think his biggest problem is I thought I could comedically time text, and turns out you can't. Not really, cause it depends on how fast the person can read, and you can't have it you can't have the dialogue that short with the text because, you know, people have to read it, and it's just a mess. And it also messes up the, like, kind of predicting how long the episode will be based on the script, because the editor doesn't talk like the other characters. So it's just very difficult working with the editor.
This is really getting out of hand.
I don't know, but overall this episode, it had a lot of stuff going for it, but it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. And I've kind of just pondered, I've always kind of pondered on why it's like that. And I think it may be the pacing, because the pacing is just a little slow with the dialogue. I think the dialogue was kind of designed to go a bit faster with the banter between characters, but I honestly don't know.
I need a milkshake.
But then again, a couple people said that when they got to this episode, it was like this was their favorite episode. So I don't know.
If you keep showing up each episode, you could cause a panic. Magic flying words.
I really like this, where this scene, but just the concept of Pinky's struggle with keeping the fourth kind of a secret. And then there's Gilda.
Say, you're pretty fast.
So Gilda was actually inspired by Eric's dad, actually.
What is your name?
And this is because we were, Eric and I were watching My Little Pony, and it was the first time I was seeing the season 2 premiere or something, and he was showing it to me. And then his dad walked in, and he watched it for a bit, and then he started asking us questions like, does that purple one live in a tree? It's like, yeah, she lives in a tree. It's like, wouldn't she fall out of it? Because she doesn't have any hands. You know, she'd probably slide off. We're like, well, she lives inside the tree. It was just all these, like, questions like that, or, like, the water troughs. It's like, do they have little water troughs that they drink from? It's like, well, no, they have, like, cups that are kind of designed for them to drink, you know, and just, like, stuff like that. And I personally found it hilarious. And I thought that'd be great for Gilda, because she's not a pony, and so she would, you know, just question stuff like that.
Well, we can.
This scene. So this, the whole thing with Pinky and the editor, this was kind of a big part of the episode that I had planned. The basic concept being Pinky argues with the editor. Like, that's kind of how I pitched it to myself. And that right there is pretty funny. It's like, oh, Pinky argues with the editor. But again, it's just the execution just doesn't work. Like, if the editor wasn't text, then I think it could work. Like, if you spoke to her, then that would be funnier and the pacing would be better, but I don't know.
I don't think my stomach could take it. You know,
Oh yeah, this was my dad's suggestion to build off of the original sketch with what Spike can throw up besides letters. Can he do packages? Can he do a couch? Can he do all this other stuff? So, yeah.
Cool.
I think that was him who
Hello.
suggested that.
Is that like your trigger word?
What is?
The bird's
Oh,
trying.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Who spells the disclaimer? 2 times. That's all it takes. Who wants to hire an editor who can't spell? There. I rest my
I'm the
case.
worst at spelling.
So you're meaning to tell me that dragons, giant fire-breathing lizards, have evolved to
I
be able
love
to
doing scenes like this. That's why I love this scene, because it's just Twilight and
Probably
Spike,
just small stuff, too.
and they can talk about anything, and it's usually Spike who's bringing up some sort of inconsistency in the show.
If I see you mid-episode ever again, I will come up there and back kick you in the face. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a party to host. No way! Stop following me!
I like this scene a lot. I think it turned out really well.
Excuse me, I have a question for you.
What the hell is that?
It's just very casual and ridiculous. That face.
Wait a second. If I were to send a letter to someone, would they know it was from me? Only if you put your name on it.
I love using this scene.
This might not be such a bad thing after all.
Oh, hey, remember not to eat too much. Pinky's party is starting soon.
Wait, Piggy has a party today?
Yeah, didn't I tell you about it?
Why the hell did we just eat lunch?
I don't know, I was hungry. Studying all night, didn't have dinner. What? Don't give me that look.
So this is kind of the first time where I thought the last scene in the episode was the best scene. And I always try to do that, where try to make the last scene kind of the best scene, where it's all chaotic and everything's happening. And so this is kind of the first time that I think that happened.
They were soulless eyes, man! They were soulless eyes!
Okay, sorry. Ooh, a griffin. Hi.
Okay, so also, like, kind of an original thing with this episode was Pinky was going to have sort of a grudge against Gilda, and then she was going to try and prank her in the party, but, then she was going to prank her with all these pranks, but then Gilda never fell for any of the pranks, and that was going to be the joke. And that's been, that was lost, in the writing. But you kind of see its remnants here because you see that she kind of offers like the lemon drops and she sticks out her hoof. And so there's all this stuff where it's setting up the prank, but Gilda doesn't fall for it.
Yeah.
But that's all kind of lost because it's all about Gilda and her questioning at this point.
I have another question. You say that your friend Twilight lives in a tree, right?
Yes.
But she doesn't have opposable thumbs. Wouldn't she fall out of it?
Well,
I
it's
mean,
not.
she's a pony.
Poor Pinky.
The tree is hollowed out on the inside. Like, she lives inside the tree.
I really like how Gilda turned out in the end.
It's a bizarre place for a pony to live in.
Say, who wants
I don't know, I always try to do something interesting with the characters, like the one-off characters. I always try to do something at least interesting. And it's good because I can experiment with, what would this kind of character, how would that work?
Shouldn't be there, but they are. It's no cause for alarm, though. It's probably the magician. Probably.
This is lame. I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah, and this is the episode where the Spike and Celestia feud begins. So Spike trolls Celestia. I actually had another scene where Celestia got the fake ink, and when she was writing it down and it disappeared, she'd be like, "Oh, haha, someone wants to die," or something like that. But that kind of got cut because I couldn't find anywhere to put that where it would make sense. Oh yeah, in this part. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya. Oh yeah, so this no longer exists on Scootertrix Records. It's on the main channel now. So go check out the extended theme to Scootertrix.